What's up? What's up, Bomb Squad? And what's your squad over there? I hate to lead the
Oh,
squad
oh,
out.
we just rocking with this mail thing.
You don't have no squad over there. Y'all just over there. What's up? We
Yeah,
got
we just
Mel
over here.
Baby, DC Koolaid. Make sure y'all share this live stream out right now on your social media because it might be somebody that might want to, you know, listen to what we got to say. What's up, Leilani? What's up, Keisha? What's up, Rico? Share the live stream. Please share the live stream on your social media right now. But we about to talk about some real shit on this camp right here. Um, hold on, let me I want to play a clip of something real quick before we get started.
All right.
It's a small clip that I saw pertaining to studs. Real quick, I got it set. You know, StreamYard, you gotta find all the buttons. So you don't put the wrong buttons. Present. You're gonna present screen share screen. This it? Yeah, this it. So we're gonna play this real quick. All right. Play button.
Where I come from, if it's two women in a relationship, then one of them got to be the man. How do they determine who's the man? Is simple. Whoever played basketball is the dude, right? And that's me. I got a mean dribble. And here's the thing. I don't agree with the rule. I don't agree with that shit. I don't want to be the man. I feel like I'm too sexy to be the man. I'm beautiful. You feel me? Like I got beautiful long hair. It's all mine, straight from the scalp. I got beautiful teeth. I got beautiful titties. Can't really see them right now because I got my gay vest on, so they strapped down to my stomach right now. I'm too cute to be a man. I don't agree with the rule, but I follow it. I follow it because I don't want my gay people to push me out of my own community. So that means that I'm the best husband that I can be. That means that at home, I might not know how to fix that leak in that roof, but I go up there. I be climbing that ladder looking like a damn fool. I don't know how to fix that shit. It's all a lie, right, fellas? I got a gay code I live by. This how I go. Where I come from, if it's two women in a relationship, then one of them got to be the man.
All right. I had to play that clip because I saw that clip today on TikTok.
Right.
Hold on. Let me turn my headphones back on. Audio, headphones. I don't want this all right. All right. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, you good now. I hear
All
you.
right.
What's up, everybody in the chat? Make sure y'all hit that like button, share, and subscribe on both channels. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. We coming at y'all with a stud's view, because I don't know. I became who I am when I was 27. I don't know how long. When did you come out or from?
I was pushed out. I didn't necessarily come out. Okay?
Wait a minute. See, you said that kind of funny though, because you said pushed out. Was you
pushed
out? Like, pushed out your mama, or you was not just playing?
I was pushed out the closet.
So how did that happen? I don't know, man.
I was dating a girl, and she spent the night. I was living with my parents, and she felt it was her responsibility to let them know that we was a couple, which we wasn't. We was just fucking. And she thought we was a couple, and she had to let them know. Oh, y'all know y'all daughter gay. And I was like, I kind of been like this my whole life. I think they kind of already knew, but I had not been openly dating women around them.
Okay.
So, like I said, I got pushed out.
See, you got pushed out. Me personally, I was 27. I done had my daughter and everything. But when I was growing up, I told this story several times. I was sheltered, so I didn't know that the gay life existed. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was wondering why I didn't like doll babies. I like to play with my brother versus my sister. You know what I'm saying? So it was like totally different. So I done had my daughter kick baby daddy out. Lord rest his soul. But the thing about it is, I just met this girl that we were hanging out. we was smoking
Right,
and drinking, and then it happened, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't supposed to happen," but it felt good. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
I was like, "This shit feel better than with them."
Well, the third girl I was with was the one that pushed me out. So,
Okay, see, my
you know,
first.
so no, not my first, but my first was a how can I say this and not come across like creepy? Um,
Nah, you this is a right blunt channel, so you can say what you want to
okay,
say.
well, with the first woman that I was with, I was still dating men.
Okay,
I still was dating men. I had a boyfriend and all that good shit. But I knew she was on the team. So
okay.
and I knew she liked me because I'm male, you know. And so I'm not gonna say I took advantage of that,
Mhm.
but I used it to find out, you know. But I've always liked women. Like my first real crush was on a woman.
Okay.
So I knew. Matter of fact, when I was you know how you have your sleepover parties with your friends and whatever when you're growing up.
Right.
We had one of those at my house, and all of us knew that we liked women, but we knew our parents and our family, and we was like, well, we're gonna have to at least go with bisexual, cause ain't no way in hell they're gonna want us to be with women.
Right.
So that's what happened there. But growing up, I have a picture. I started to have it, but I'm just thinking about it now. And I'm about maybe 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the little girl I was in the picture with was my friend. I mean, my cousin.
Okay.
Because I remember we went to the park for a family event type thing. And so when I saw the picture one day and my mama was there, I said, Ma, who daughter that is? You know, which one of the little cousins that is? She said, girl, that little girl ain't related to us. I don't know who that little girl is. She said, we went to the park. Um, she was playing. You started playing with her. Y'all played together all day. And I clearly remember as a child, I was like, well, I got to get a picture with you before you leave. I don't even remember the little girl name. But that's where that picture come from. It was some little girl I played with at the park all day, but I liked her. And that was
See,
like, I'm gonna say I was about in the first or second grade.
see, and you did you know like did you know you was a stud or anything, or you just
Look, when I was growing up, anything little girl was not for me.
right?
My mama said the reason she stopped dressing me like she wanted to, and the reason she started making me wear socks instead of tights was because every pair of tights she ever put me in, I tore them up. And I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to play in them or whatever.
That's
But
just like the dresses. They be trying to
right,
put dresses on me, and I would cry because we go to
right,
church, and I'd be like, I don't wear this, and then my mom be like, cross your legs, close your legs, stop pimping.
right. Yeah, she said every pair of tights she ever put me in, I tear them up. And she said it just wasn't worth her money no more. So she started putting me in socks.
That's funny though. That's funny. Damn.
And she not lying, but um, how can I put this? They kind of shaped it, if you know what I mean by that is, I look at the few old pictures that I have from when I was a kid. My crib was blue. A lot of my dresses were blue.
Mm.
They even had me wearing my brother's hand-me-downs.
So they knew.
Like what the hell you think was, why do you think I prefer jeans or shorts to these dresses?
You know what? I never asked my parents that, and I'd be damn when I asked my father now. I would have asked my mom if she was still alive. Did y'all ever thought, you know, and just they was trying to fix me or something?
They probably did because you know what? My mama told me after the girl came out and me and my mama had a good conversation. My mama was saying, "I already knew. I was just waiting on you." And I'm like, this could have been a whole lot easier if you would have told me this shit long time ago.
It would have been alleviated.
Right. But
That's
but
funny,
he
boy.
wasn't my problem though. Like I was a daddy's girl. I really loved my daddy, and mm, anything homosexual, I'm gonna say homosexual. He was just like, look, this man used to come home on his breaks. He would make his breaks at 4 o'clock so he could come home and watch Jerry. And
Mm.
then the Jerry shows that had gay dudes on there, he would he'll be like, "You believe this shit?" And he'll watch it for a few minutes, but after that he'll get up, he'd be gone. And he was really against anything like homosexuality. But I guess my mama was more open to it because as I grew older, I realized I had a few gay cousins already. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, one of my mama's favorite cousins. She didn't spend too much time with him, but one of her favorite cousins, his name was Richard. God rest his soul. He just passed recently. He was a gay man,
Hmm.
and she had another cousin. It was her step cousin, but they were raised as cousins. You know, they had been in the her mama and her had been in the family so long that they were raised up from kids as being cousins. And she was a lesbian too, but they never let no. It's like they never let you know that.
That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, that's crazy. But I grew up in New Orleans, so even though it's not quite New York
Right.
or Miami, it was always around. Like my grandmother's across the street neighbor, he was a gay man,
Hmm.
and you always kind of knew. You know, you be like, "What's wrong with him?" Oh, he just got some sugar in his tank. You know,
That sounds familiar.
right, right,
But
and
you but you know what? It was like when we was growing up, we was young. I remember this kid, we used to have like this little back house where the storage unit was in the backyard. And in between the storage unit, you could sit in between it, and it was trees and the fence. So we would
right,
chill. That'd be our hangout spot right there. But I grew up in DC. So it was like um this kid that used to come over and play with us all the time. I don't even know where this kid lived at. I don't know if they lived in apartments from the houses or they lived up the street, but we come over and play till one day they asked to use the bathroom. You know, as kids, what y'all do? We all go to the bathroom.
right.
And the kid we thought was a boy
Uh huh.
until they went to the bathroom and sat down. It was like, hey, you just sat down to pee. Because they
Right,
had short haircut and everything. And they dress like a boy, but as a kid, you don't do no investigation. You
right,
just like you going with it. But as I got older, I remember that. But
right.
I didn't know nothing about nothing.
Oh no. Uh we were not sheltered on that part. We shoot, I went to school in the French quarters, so
Mm.
I know what time of day it was. But you want to know what surprised me? That there were lesbians. I thought, even though I grew up and they had a lot of homosexual people around and whatever, I never saw lesbians.
I
I
never seen none of
always
that.
saw gay men.
I never seen none of them. That's the
That's
crazy
what I'm
part.
saying.
So when I started, hanging out, doing my thing, everything was in the house. Cause I was like a little afraid to go out, experiment and stuff until I went to a club as I got older, and then I was like, "This ain't right. Wow, these females."
Look
I was
here, no,
confused.
no. I always knew. I hope my sister don't get mad with me for saying this, but I knew there was a thing as lesbians, but I never saw any. And to tell you the truth, the first like real like lesbians and whatnot that I can honestly remember was my sister and her friends.
Wow. Well, let me tell everybody what. Let me give you the definition what they got here. What a stud. A stud is the in the term is a dominant lesbian. Okay, so male classify herself as a stud. I
Right.
I classify myself as a dominant female, but it's the same thing.
So you still wear dresses, DC?
No, I don't wear no dresses. I'm just a dominant person.
Okay, but how
I ain't
can I?
got I ain't got a lick. Only thing I got a lick of female is this sports bra. That's it.
Right, right. Yeah, that's because you need those.
Well,
But
not really, because I don't really had nothing there. And Lisa said, "Why you wear that? And you ain't even, you got goddamn training bras on." So
oh wow.
I don't
Oh,
have. It's like I don't know.
oh
It's
no,
just
I can't say that. I got baggage. Okay.
see. It's like I'm flat chested for real, for real. I can stand back. It's nothing there but a
Oh,
little T.
oh, oh no, if I stand up and turn, you're gonna be like, oh,
No,
I
I can.
need those suckers.
You talking about the maracas, you know?
Right. But
But
I got some.
the term originated with the African American lesbian community. They tend to influence by urban and hip hop cultures in the New York City lesbian community. A butch may identify herself as an AG, whether it's aggressive or as a stud.
Right.
So that's the terminology that I came across that was I guess suitable for the people that don't know. I get along with straight people. I don't care what you are, as long
Right.
as you don't you
Long as
know
you don't mess with me.
don't judge me and all that stuff. If you want to
Right.
judge me, kick rocks because I mean I have I have more straight friends than gay friends, and they respect me. We go out, they come on, bro, let's hang out, whatever back in my younger days. But more of my friends are straight friends.
You want to know something? Most of my yeah, I don't have too many lesbian friends, but even my straight friends, people will probably be like, "What the hell?" Because most of my straight friends are males.
Right.
Like there are people that I have things in common with, and things that I can do other things with. Like even though a lot of them ain't about to do no gardening or nothing like that,
Hmm.
but as far as but like I told Keisha, I've changed and evolved a few times over the last 20 years. But when I was younger, it was cars, guns, and dogs.
Hmm.
And all my most of my friends that I would do those type of things with were men. They no, I don't even think I had any female friends when I was younger because I always felt like a bunch of females is ain't nothing but a group of trouble.
Hold that question, Blackbird. We're gonna do questions at the end. We just me,
Oh,
me and Mel, we just having conversation and y'all with us. All right, go ahead, Mel. Don't look at the thing. That's what throws
oh,
you off. That's what Lisa
okay.
said. Lisa said,
But
"Don't look at the chat."
most of my friends are male even now. Like I can honestly say I can say I do have friends. I still even have a few friends from high school, but I never really did have a big circle. And my friend circle started getting smaller. As we get older, they pass on and
Yeah,
whatnot.
they ain't even
So
passed on. I just got tired of
yeah, some of them I just got tired of, but some of them passed on.
them. Right.
And but yeah, even as an adult, these I used to hang with. I'm gonna call him Red
Okay.
G. and sometimes the D2. But I've always had small some circles, and oh, my girl Ty, but she's not a lesbian,
Okay.
but she was into them guns too. And we would go to we would it was because we had common interests. I don't have that many lesbian friends though. I don't have none at this point.
See, back when I was growing up, I feel you because when I was growing up, I'm in the city, so trust me, we was deep. We used to go parking lot pimping at the clubs, or we go in the clubs, or
Oh
we
yeah, once you start going to the club and meeting people, yeah, that's a whole different ball game. But ironically, even the lesbians I used to hang out with, they wasn't from New Orleans.
okay.
They was from Louisiana,
Mhm.
but they were from Hammond, and they would come in every weekend or so, or every other weekend, and we would go chill and go to the clubs and whatnot. And yeah, they wasn't even from New Orleans. And some of them, you have to remember, like I said, I was pushed out, so
I like that.
uh,
I like that terminology.
I didn't go to too many clubs till after that. Now I'm not gonna lie, my sister did bring me to a few gay clubs, like in New Orleans. Wolfendale's was a big gay club,
Hmm.
and I went to Wolfendale's with her, but I was still like, no, I'm not gonna date. I don't date women.
Right.
I was going to Wolfendale's as a straight person. Um, and most of the time, I really just hang outside and chill at my bar in my trunk.
I know
That
that's right. I know that's right. We was doing the same thing. Like sometimes the club scene, it was actually fun, but then we like to hang outside and everybody just be chilling like two,
right.
3 in the morning.
I didn't do the club scene till after I started dating. And the first woman I was with, she was younger than me.
So you went
So,
dating to the club, man. You supposed to been going to club single. That's when you be on everybody. Uh,
well, when you and your woman have an understanding,
oh
you
no, we had
feel like
understanding
that.
back then, but then it's more fun when you go by yourself when you wasn't with
No,
nobody.
listen. When me and my girl would go to the club, when we leave in the car and we getting ready and getting our clothes together, we kiss. I'm gonna see you at the car when it's over with, and we said we might go to the door together. I might pay her cover, but it was like two single people in the club.
Oh, it's not. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Even up to Lisa, from Lisa on all the way down to the first one, we would go party in the club, have fun, and we might dance with other people, but we together. You know what I'm saying? We have fun. I'll
Well,
be like she might dance with so and so. We don't even know these people, or we might know the people, but we party together. Well, in DC, I know we party together with no problem.
look, my thing is when I go to the club,
Uh
I go to the bar, I get me a drink, I look around the bar, I find me a nice corner where it's popping in that corner like around the dance floor, and I chill and I just watch.
for real.
That's how I operate in the club. Now, if I see somebody that interests me with their dancing or whatever, I might approach them. But I'm gonna watch them for a minute to see if they're really with anybody.
Oh no, see,
But they'll
we just go in, just go in and dance. And,
no,
and if they
because
be like, nah, with
normally
somebody else, I'll be like, all right, cool.
no, but sometimes that didn't work because she could be with somebody but still want to see what you about.
Mm.
And I met a few people like that. In one girl I met like that, I never did get to hook up with that sucker because met her what club that was. I won't say we met at Sam Monet's. We didn't exchange no numbers or nothing like that, but I knew she was with somebody. And whenever her girlfriend, she was a tall broad too. So whenever her girlfriend would leave and go out the door, she would entertain me. And whenever she saw her come back in the door, she'd be like, "My girlfriend back in the club, chill right now." And that's what we would do.
See, nah, that's taking a risk.
He's
Yes,
taking
it
risks.
Yes, it is, and that's probably why I never hooked up with her.
So let me ask you another question. Why do all right? Because my thing is, I know I don't do it because that, and I never was approacher. I was never like, hey, let me get your number. No, I was never nothing like that. But like, I go in the club and I party with you, but I'm still not approaching you. But my question is, why do studs try to turn out straight women?
I'm not one of them.
But why
I'm
do they
not
do
one of
that?
them.
Why they do that? Like,
Uh,
like they can be walking in the mall, they can be in the club, they can be hanging out. But why they do that? Hold on, I'm getting a call from Nick. Hold on.
all right.
All right, Lisa gonna handle that. He at work. I'm trying to figure out why he calling me. He don't normally call during the day. That. Yeah, but why do studs do that? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, me personally,
I ain't never been nobody like that. If you don't want to be, because I'm gonna tell you why they do that. Uh, some of them feel like to be able to draw a straight woman,
Mhm.
they got it going on.
Right.
But I myself, um, I think it's because they see them, they like them, and they want them. They don't necessarily want them forever, but maybe the emotions get involved. And they also probably do it because they think a lot of women are vicarious.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
My mic had went out for a minute because I pulled it by accident. Um, I know I seen plenty studs go after straight women and keep trying to pursue them, like like they trying to win, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a turn her
Right.
out.
It's a win. But look, I can't even say that because, see, I can't necessarily say I'm the traditional because uh I used to hang, like I said, I used to hang with some girls and whatnot, but they had this one. She was my partner. She was a stud, and we both liked each other. But you know, there's this thing of we boys and who gonna get who first, and
Y'all was y'all was competing.
right. But no, not with other girls or whatever. Uh, with each other. Look,
Okay.
I'm not gonna. How can I say this? I've been with a stud before. Uh, but she was sometime a stud. She wasn't. She was softer than me. How about that?
Okay. That was the next question because I was, but while we on that topic, go ahead and finish. I'm gonna come back to that.
No, no. Go ask your question and then I'm gonna answer.
Because my thing is, okay, me personally, after I had Brittany when I was 27, I'm 57 right now. So it's like, me personally, I never been with
Sorry, could you say that again?
nobody talking to you. You know, I never been with a stud. I ain't never been with no man since I was 27. Okay. But I never been with a stud, a dominant person, anything. And I was wondering, and see, you just brought it up because that was one of my questions, right? Because from a stud view, I don't understand how, like, I know I don't understand how film and film can be together, but since we're on the stud topic, how is it being with a stud? You know what I'm saying?
Look here. When I met the bro, I didn't know she was a stud.
Oh, okay.
Okay. When I met her, she was wearing a tight pair of khakis and a tight green shirt. and she had her hair in the claws. So I didn't know per se that she was a stud, but I should have knew because she was like my best friend's sister, but I had never met her. And she used to always mess with her little nephew. Your daddy say he come and get you this weekend. And he'll be all mad and shit talking about that ain't my daddy. And I don't have no daddy. So I had never met her. And the day I did meet her, she was like I said, she was wearing tight clothes and had claws like a, she was just like a woman. And all I really saw was her ass hanging out the door. And I was like, oh yeah.
You
I'm
was like
gonna
this.
meet this broad.
You was hitting that. Woo!
Right, right. And so when we finally did meet, he had a wife.
Ooh.
Right.
So this stud had a wife that you
Yeah.
met.
Yeah. I've seen the wedding pictures and everything. But that didn't phase me. I wasn't really I was new to it then. So it didn't make none to me, I'm a lesbian. She's a woman. That sounds good to me. So I don't care about how she's dressing. And that's how I ended up dating the stud.
Oh man.
I stayed with that stud for about 3 years.
Well, damn. So, all right. So now I'm about to
But,
get personal because a
but
stud, right?
hold up. Even though she was a stud, so say,
She was a lipstick stud.
no, she wasn't. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to call her that because you see, she might wear dude clothes, but under them dude clothes, she had on matching bra sets. Okay, okay, with lace and shit. Okay,
Yeah, she a lipstick stud. Okay.
right. Not only that, she had kids. So, but that's not what made me whore, so to speak, bitch her out, so to speak. It was because she didn't have it like that. All I could say is she really just liked to wear boy clothes. And she wanted to be the boss. That don't make you dominant. You gotta do better than that.
Right.
And that's how I ended up getting the upper hand on her. But there were things that I like to do that she didn't like to do. Like I don't mind cooking. I don't mind cleaning my house or doing my own laundry.
Right.
She would do it if she had no choice, and we would take turns doing those chores. But I didn't want her to cook. She wasn't a cook. I didn't want to eat her cooking.
Okay.
And I used to, when she would cook, I'd be like, "Oh, you cook." I didn't want her cooking.
He was like, okay.
Right. I'd be, oh.
That's when you hit that, oh, I don't feel good.
You didn't make too much of this, did you?
She done made you a plate.
Right. And I'd be, and I would struggle through, I get my salt and my hot sauce and struggle through. But I also started teaching her how to cook certain shit.
All right, so now I'm gonna ask that question, right? Because from a stud view, I need to figure out, and I'm sure
how the sex went.
Yeah, how did y'all, for two studs, did y'all fight over? What happened?
No, most nights, most times, would be me on her. Most times.
Well, she did wear the panties in the. the matching panty
She
sets.
wore the draw. She was the broad.
Okay,
She
that
was the
makes sense.
broad in the
But
situation.
not, on the stub view for real. You ever seen two dominant, like real hard girls together? I seen that,
Yeah, I've seen it,
and
but
I
they
just
were not black.
no, I seen some black folks like that
Oh,
out here
I've never seen that.
in the city. So it's like, I always wonder, how do they manage? Are they cussing each other out? Just like two films, they fighting over who in the bathroom got their perfume or who stole the dress, and
No, no, that there's this, you would be amazed what someone will do for love.
yeah,
And that's all I gotta say at that point.
that's crazy. All right, so from a stub view, how you feel about, like, I be wondering because this happened to me like in my early 30s, maybe middle 30s. Let's say middle 30s. I was dating this young lady and we went to a concert, and she had approached me because she was a bartender, so we would hang out, and then eventually we went to a concert together because now we in a relationship.
Right.
And at the concert, we having fun, and you got to keep in mind, a concert is not a gay concert. It's a concert for everybody. And we
Right.
having a good time, and these big old dudes out of nowhere, because the way I look, want to approach me.
Mm-hmm.
So now we having this confrontation that they can take my girl from me, or they can turn me out.
Mm-hmm.
So we politely move from that situation. But the point is, has a man ever tried to say they can turn you out? You know what I'm saying?
I've had those situations then. But like I tell a man, if you want to be with me, there's two things you're gonna have to do for sure.
Don't say what I'm about to say, but go ahead. I'm listening.
Number one, I got to fuck you.
Hello, give me some that.
Right. For one, I got to fuck you. And then for two, you're gonna take care of me, my woman, and our kids.
Basically.
And that's how I go. And most of them, man, you crazy. I ain't crazy. That's what it's gonna be. You won't
Right.
be with me that bad. That's what it's gonna be. And
Right.
then I've had motherfuckers tell me that shit too about taking my woman and all that. And I feel like this, bruh. There she go. If you could take her, you could have her.
Right.
And that's how I feel on that. That's
Yeah.
how I feel with even the woman approaching me about my woman. If you could take her, you could have her because that bitch ain't down for me.
Right.
So, and I've always felt that way. Even when I was straight. You know how girls or whatever would be like, oh, what the hell he doing with you? Wouldn't you like to know, bitch? You know? But if you could take them, you could have them.
Yeah, because it's like, I was like, come on now. If I look like you, why would you? Come on now. Ain't shit happening here. And the only way it's gonna happen if I'm taking you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way.
You
That's what I
know,
was
I
saying.
can't,
Cause that's
as
crazy.
far as the stud I was with, I can't really say that because how can I say this? I could rent her too. How
See.
about that? You want to pay some rent? You can have her.
You
Coming
say
back
that.
home though,
You know, right? Shit.
right?
That shit's crazy though, because like I say, dudes out here be thinking because studs walking around here doing their thing and looking way better than some of them, you know what I'm saying? And then they sitting up there, they want to try to act like they gonna do something with you or some shit like that. I'm like, really, please, that
Men
ain't.
used to always. Well, I'm a little thing. I'm only 5 feet, so they'll be like, "You just too cute. Why would you want to even do that? That girl ain't treating you right. She ain't this. She ain't that. How do you know?
Right.
How do you know?" And I'd be like, It is what it is. You want it? Hey, he wants you. You gonna go with him? You got words for him? No, fuck that motherfucker. Well, we gone.
It's crazy.
You
I
want rid?
mean, yeah, I mean, that was back in the day. As I got
Right.
older, I ain't never had no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? But like in my younger days, that was always an issue. It was always an issue.
You want to know why I really would have that problem with the broad I'm talking about? Because it took me a while with being with her to know the bitch was a hoe.
Wow.
She was a hoe. I didn't know that.
Damn.
So the bitch was already written herself out. What's so hard about me doing
I know that's right. At least y'all in communication, y'all know what's going on.
it? Right. I'd
Damn,
be
that's
like, I
crazy.
need this. We didn't have no money. I'd be like, I'll see you tomorrow. And when she come back tomorrow, I have what I needed.
Right. Right. But I guess, I mean, like, I think half of them was just most likely intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you tripping? Where's your woman? You know what I'm saying? We got our woman.
It's not the fact that they're intimidated. It's more of a jealousy thing. From like what you said, they don't have no woman, but you got one.
Right.
And then some of them be amazed that be like, why is she even gay? Why would she want to be gay? Look at her. She could have any man she want, but she don't want a man. And
Right.
that's why she's gay.
Right. But then also, you know what upset on the flip side, what they always say too, this the thing. Why this film pretty ass girl want this stud look like a dude when they can have a dude? That was another issue.
That too, but now I'm not gonna lie. Some broads really look like dudes.
Right.
But them pretty ass studs, they just look like pretty little boys.
Right.
They don't necessarily look like men. Because like the picture that's up on the thing,
Mm-hmm.
I was how old was I? Uh hmm. I want to say I was about 31, 30. No, I was about 33, 34.
Okay.
And I just looked like a little boy.
Yep. That was me back in my days. My day, because you know what was the funny part? Going to the women's bathroom.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. This is the woman's bathroom.
Oh, they run back out and look at the sign and say, oh, okay.
Right. You're not supposed to be in here. And
That
then you talk to them and they like, then they confused again. But they'd be like, okay.
that shit, that was the funniest thing though, seriously. When you go to the bathroom, or somebody either coming in or going the same way, they looking at you like, what are you doing in this bathroom? Trust me, I had security chase me down in the women's bathroom when me and Lisa was hanging out at a club one time out here.
Right.
Came in there, sir, come out of this bathroom. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And I looked at him, I'm like, look, I'm trying to use the bathroom. That shit was so funny because Lisa was outside. She was like, did it?
I've had that a couple of times, but that didn't bother me. It was just funny to me.
Yeah, it's funny to me too. But if I count how many times it happened, it's funny as shit.
Right.
Especially when I go to the casino now these days, I just walk up in there and they looking at me like, and I just keep on going. I just keep going. I like,
Well, now
I
that I
got to pee
started
too.
letting my hair grow, I don't get it as much.
Right.
Because
Well,
now
see, I'm always got caps on my head or
I
my
do too.
bandana. Oh,
And
my hair's in, like I got individual braids right now, but
and normally when I be in my real routine of doing my hair, I just put it in a ponytail.
mm,
And I still have a cap on or a hat or something.
yeah,
But it doesn't happen as much as like on the days that I let my hair hang.
right. Man, but I mean, it don't bother me. Like sometime I get, sir, can I help you? You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, I'm good, and they be like, oh, I
It
apologize.
depends on how I feel that day. Okay. uh,
You say that day.
yeah, it depends on really. It depends on how I feel that day and who tells it to me.
It don't bother me. It's like it's whatever, you know.
It don't bother me either, but I like
But
to
it's funny though.
when I can.
Like who the what?
Right.
Shit, yeah. But, I mean, it's not as bad, but back then it was. Whoo, man.
So
Boy,
wait. You say you have seen two dominant studs together,
two,
black. Now
two.
see, you always see that in the other community. You always see, like you always like see that as a couple, two studs, and I've always saw that. And I guess the question come up, who fucking who, right?
Right? Or maybe they. I ain't gonna say what about. Maybe they got a double.
Maybe, but no, that was not my case. Um,
You said that
matter of
shit. Hold on, you said that shit real.
that was not my case.
You're like,
But because we used to go to the club, we used to go to Vibe, and they'll be like, "Wait, both of them hoes, we know them as studs. Now they ain't here as a couple." But even though she would dress like a dude, her hair was always in some kind of feminine ass hairstyle.
mhm,
She didn't let it grow too long, but it would either be in clothes or I remember she was with the finger waves. I'm like, I ain't got time for them finger waves. I
right.
did that shit when I was 16. I don't do the finger waves. But she still, she would have finger waves, but I'd have a bald head
Mhm.
because I really just started letting my hair grow since I've been on YouTube. Because I used to keep a short haircut.
Okay.
Um, I'm not gonna say necessarily bald, but I have done bald,
Okay.
and I've done close enough to bald.
See, I used to always just have short haircuts with the waves. Oh, that was my thing. And then I
Yeah,
went
I
to,
used to do
I
the
had,
waves.
no, let me, yeah, I started with the wave. Then I went to locks. The locks came all the way down, but them shits was hot. And I like to go to the beach and the pool. So that wasn't working for me. So I had them for like a good 5 years. And then I went back to the waves. And then I just recently just let it start going so I get cornrows or individuals.
Right.
So,
I recently, well, I can't say recently because mine's been growing since 2020. I'm gonna see,
mhm,
at least 2021, and I don't know. Something just say let your hair grow.
right.
For years I had the bald head, like from like 20.
Now you say bald. Are you saying like skin?
Yes.
Oh no, I ain't do that. I
Do
ain't,
you know why I stopped doing the bald head? Because you couldn't stop the sweat.
okay.
You could wear the headband and all that, but the sweat on the bald head is just and all that rolling. And then when your hair start growing back, it feels like shit crawling in your head.
I was
So
like, wait a minute.
right. So I didn't do bald like I would cut it down like every whatever, whenever it needed to be. I kept it low for a while.
Right.
Sometimes I wake up and I have dreams and I cut my head bald. So yeah, that's what I was doing when I
Wait a
was.
minute. You have dreams and you just go cut your head.
It was time for a change.
Okay. I get
So
it.
I already had a little hair on there. Only thing I can do to change it is go bald.
See, I never did the ball. I did everything but that.
It ain't all that it's cracked up to be.
I always was scared my head gonna be big. That's what it probably was.
Well, I was blessed with a perfectly shaped head.
See,
And
Lisa said my head not big, but I always felt like it was big.
and even though I gained weight, I don't have the sausage roll. So that was a plus on me doing it bald.
Right.
You know what I mean when I say a sausage roll? The
Yeah, I know
people
you're talking about that little whatever
all
that
right.
thing the people
Okay,
be
yeah.
having. I know exactly when them people had that little flip thing back there,
Right, right,
like a donut.
right.
See,
So that's why I was confident in doing bald.
see, I was thinking about going back to the waves in the summertime because one is less maintenance.
Yeah, but when the wax you use or whatever pomade you use
Mhm.
can be a killer. Hold up 1 second.
Look, that was my head.
Right. Oh, what I'm doing is I'm calling Keisha because she was just showing me all these pictures so we could get one together to send you. 90. Oh, she probably on her phone. Hold up.
Y'all have y'all questions ready in the chat. So when you want to ask us questions, hold your questions until the end.
You want to know the sad thing about this? She's sitting here watching. Keisha, come here. That do you better? She's sitting here watching. I don't know if she hear me because her and Lonzo in there watching some crazy stuff. I'm sure of it.
Mhm.
And I just want your phone. I don't want you. You go about your business after that.
All right. So what? How you feel about? You know what I don't like? This happened to me a couple of times growing up. And I thought after doing it the first time, I did it twice, but I thought I would have learned from the first time.
What's that?
Dating a bisexual woman.
Hmm. Let me tell you about them bisexuals. Turn your phone down. Hold on. I got that one too. Hold on.
I thought I learned from the first one because you think everybody's different.
No, they all the same.
Because
Look,
they claim, oh, if I'm with you, I'm with you. That's that line right there. If
let
I'm
me
with
tell
you,
you.
I'm with you.
Yeah, but when you're not with me, you with him. But let me. The reason I I haven't I haven't dated too many women, but I'm gonna say straight women and bisexual are almost. I'm gonna say they're tied because I've only been with. I'm gonna say about 5 women. Okay, and the first girl I was with was bisexual,
Okay.
and she gon' me and her when we was together we was good. Yeah, that. But when we was apart, we had issues. Look,
Bring it up.
I don't know if you could hold up.
No, I'm talking about lift it up in the screen. Is it?
That's the bald head.
Okay.
Yeah,
See?
like I say, I didn't mind the bald head, and I got another one.
See, I can't do bald head.
Oh, it's very refreshing in the summer though, but that heat on it though is a whole nother thing.
You got to water that joker.
Right.
Yeah.
I kept a hat on in the summer,
Okay.
or I would go outside at night. But here you look through that one.
Yeah,
That one
but
with the blue shirt.
but
Uh,
bisexuals, back to that.
back to the bisexual. Okay, the first girl that I was really with, as far as a relationship, she was bisexual. And hmm, let's just put it this way. We played around together for a while, but what broke us up was she had a baby.
Okay.
And no, I'm not gonna say she had a baby. She was pregnant.
Ooh.
And
Hold up, hold up. She was pregnant and you stayed?
no,
Okay.
which was kind of fucked up too, because, and I'm gonna tell you why I was fucked up. Um, I was fucking with her and another girl, so I couldn't get mad that she was really messing with somebody else. But the fact that you had a baby, that was the fucked up part about it. That's just like total fucking disrespect to me. You
Right.
know, we were fucking with who we was fucking with on our own time. But for you to bring a baby from it, bitch, you done bumped your fucking head.
Right? That's some bullshit.
Right. And this is where the fucked up thing was. Because at that point I had started juggling her. I had two regulars. And I was juggling them, I was juggling them pretty good. And the other girl that I was with, I left this girl because she was pregnant.
Mhm.
But the other girl I was with, come to find out that who was pregnant.
Oh no, that's too much.
Yeah, that was too much. But that was the stud.
What?
That was the stud. You heard me?
That's crazy. Now that's crazy right there.
And if I really tell you the truth, I should have left both of them hoes alone.
Right?
But
Right? That's too much. Somebody had to go. I'm just playing.
and,
I
but
would
but
have to leave that situation alone. Nah.
but the thing about the stud was, um, I stayed with her somewhat, and we had moved, and that's when I realized she was fucking pregnant, cause the baby moved,
Ooh.
and I felt it, and I was like,
Well, hold on. She didn't. Wait a minute. So she didn't tell you,
no,
and she was big. She was just big person.
no, she wasn't no big girl. And her pregnancy wasn't that big either.
Wow.
So nah, she wasn't no big broad.
Mm.
And I knew she was kind of getting big, but I didn't know about that line. You know that line? Like when you pregnant, it get dark. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. So so I'm just like, I don't know. And one day we was laying down and her fucking stomach moved. I said, bitch, what the fuck? Are you okay?
It's not funny, but hold on. You ever seen that movie Gremlins?
Yeah, right. Her stomach moved. And I was like,
That's crazy.
you didn't tell me something or something. Cause the first time it happened, I just kind of jumped and I looked at her. But when it happened again, I knew something was up.
Oh shit! Heck yeah.
And so that's when we started talking. Don't worry about it. And she was like, well, I'm going to be real with you. I know you left her because she was pregnant. But if I'd have told you that, you would have left me too.
Right.
I was like, okay. So now we vested. You about to have a baby.
She said the stomach moved. That shit crazy though. But go ahead. I'm stuck
So
on that.
now we vested. Uh, let me see. She was about maybe 8 months pregnant, and the bitch disappeared. And when she came back, she didn't have no baby, and she wasn't pregnant no more.
So where was the baby?
She never did tell me.
See,
She never did tell me. I don't know if she gave it to his daddy or what, but I don't know what happened with that baby.
that's crazy. See, that's too much now. I don't know if I could have dealt with that one. I couldn't
Well,
deal.
I could deal with it because we wasn't buying no baby clothes just yet. So I ain't when wasn't no diapers and wipes at the house already. So I kind of could deal with that. But I was like, hmm, I don't know. And that's why a lot of issues that come up and they talk about, oh well, that's not a gay lesbian, it don't affect us. That's a lie, because they got a lot of motherfuckers having these babies undercover and shit
Hmm.
happening to these babies.
That's crazy, but that's why I say dealing with bisexuals.
No, I won't do that one.
That was crazy. When I was in relationship, you know,
I ain't never walked in and seen them with no men or nothing like that.
no,
But,
but it's just
but
a
you bringing
whole.
the evidence.
There you go. There you go. Or 1 minute they be like, "Oh, I can't do this." Then they with this guy, and then they come back. "Oh, I miss you." Nah, 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 nah.
Well, let me see.
He
Look,
go, he go picture me, a younger me. I want to say maybe 20 years ago. Wait a minute, let me see if I can do it. This,
okay, that's with your dreads.
yeah,
Okay, you can't really see your face because the sun is.
yeah,
Okay, there you go. All right.
yeah. That was a younger me back then. But I got another one. Hold up. But I used to. I dealt with two bisexual, and they didn't tell me they was bisexual.
Or they not, because they know that most studs don't mess with bisexual women.
Yeah, they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me they were.
And
Here
I
go another
feel
baby
like this.
face.
Okay, yeah, that's the haircut. Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
twist
don't
or
know.
something.
Yeah, so I don't really. Hold up, hold up. This is when I was on my grown folks.
All right, yeah, okay.
But like I said, growing, this life I've been in for the so long, I learned a lot, and
Oh, I have too, but hmm, I don't look. I learned
bless you.
somewhat. God bless you. From my no, I learned a lot from my sister,
Hmm.
who was ain't no label on her. We she way past a lot of these labels they got out there. Okay,
Right.
she passed them labels. It's like y'all need to get some alphabets from her. you
And
know.
over her.
But she was like the first lesbian, and she's my younger sister.
Hmm.
And like I said before, everybody out here going crazy about 50 Shades of Grey. I read that shit as a teenager. Me and my sister read it together. You
Okay.
know, yeah. And I guess my sister, even though she didn't out herself, she already really knew. Okay. And when she was younger, she would play with girls, but she wasn't really messing with dudes.
Okay.
So but the weirdos she will fuck with, you would be like, it's not
Damn.
that they were studs, but they was just weird.
Mm.
She liked those weird gay girls, like goth girls and stuff like that.
You talk goth, goth.
Yeah, they call them emo now.
Oh, okay. She was into that type of people. I mean, studs or whatever. You know, they can be into whatever they like. It's to each his
I don't
own.
think my sister, the
As long as
only
they happy.
stud that I know my sister liked was the one I had.
Mm.
Because I hope she don't get mad that I say this.
Uh oh.
She she had a girl that my sister had came to Dallas and she was living with me. And she always was like, I'm not gonna be with you that long. And I'm like, oh, you're so confident of that. She was so confident of that because um even though she was in Thailand, she was still talking to women in the US.
Mm.
And this one particular woman she was talking to, I don't know where the girl lived at the time or whatever, but she was moving to Arizona. And that's how my sister ended up in Arizona behind a woman.
Wow.
And even though I've seen pictures of the girl, I really don't, I never really met the girl or whatever.
Mm.
And who? Yeah, my
So,
sister went.
like what you saying about your sister, have you, through all these years, have you ever moved for a female?
Yes and no. I have had an interesting life.
Uh oh.
Um, I moved in the stud. Even though she was married, she had her own house.
Okay.
So um, eventually we moved into her house, and Lord,
Mistake.
if I knew she was the broad that made the newspaper, I would have never fucked with her.
She had newspaper.
Yeah. Okay. It happened some months before I met her, but I've always been an avid reader, and I always read the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
There was a case in Gretna in his apartment complex where the whole like they set the apartment on fire,
Damn.
and it killed a couple of kids in the fire. And like the next week or so, there was an article about how they think that this next case was connected to it. And the next case was there was a woman who was at her house. Her son opened the door, and some people came in and they jumped her.
Damn.
But when they came in to jump her, she had a weapon. So they were looking for people with the stab wounds. The woman that stabbed them up was the broad I was dating.
What?
Yeah, if I knew a lot of shit about her, I would have never dated her. I don't give a fuck how fine she was. If I didn't really knew, if my friend was really my friend, but see, that's
Right.
the thing about dating your friend's sister, they're
Right.
not going to
They
tell
ain't
you.
gonna tell you. They ain't gonna tell you the true story. No, they not. It's not gonna happen. No matter what
Right,
relationship, male friend, they not gonna tell.
right. They're not going to tell you the real.
Nah.
Because if I knew what I look, if I knew that, I wouldn't have dated her
Right.
because hell no, bitch, you gotta you about that violence. Fuck all that. You if you're willing to stab 5 people with a fucking knife,
Right. Something
you
like
not
right.
the motherfucker.
And then you living there?
Right. I
Shit.
wasn't living there when they stabbed her. I wasn't living there when they had the thing.
But she's capable.
Right, she's capable.
That's
And
crazy.
I don't want no part of that one.
Now, out of all my life, I lived with one person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I kept my place,
Right,
and I let my sister rent it out,
right,
just in case, because I always had this thing in my head. I don't ever want to be put out of anybody's house.
right,
So I went and lived with one of my exes, rest her soul. And what made me have to go back because her mother didn't agree, rest her soul, with the lifestyle.
right.
So we would go out. She was a bartender for the biggest gay clubs in DC. And we would
Mm-hmm.
hang out. We would go out. We would go out to eat. She had a daughter. I had a daughter. And we did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff together. But her mama was not agreeing with the lifestyle. So we had this makeshift um bedroom in the basement. Like I lived down in the basement. My colognes and stuff was sitting there. Some of my clothes was there. It looked like a
Right,
bedroom. So when her mama come, I either go down there or I just leave. That would
right,
happen. But that shit was going on too much, and she would be upset because then her mama started distance herself from her only child. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So she would be like crying at night. She wanted her mom. So I said, you know what? To make this easy, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm gonna make this easy. I'm gonna go back to my place because I don't want to come in between you and your mama. You know,
right.
and I don't want you to be hurting behind this type of stuff, even though we connected like this. And like
Hell, go ahead.
I told Lisa, I told Lisa, I said she was the only one I would go back to out of all my 7 girlfriends I went through. Lisa makes number 7. She would be the only one I would go back because we never had no arguments, no disagreements. We was on the same page. It was just her mama was not allowing this because her mama had bought her that house, and she said she was going to take the house. She was going to take her child from her. It was a lot. And so I was like, I can't do this, no more. I'm too over this stuff, right? So I decided to leave, and thank God that I did leave because then, years later, her mom did pass, but she had time to rekindle and go back and, and do their thing. And I lived my life and moved on, but we still have remained friends. And
Right.
Lord rest her soul, she just passed away like a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
So
My
yeah,
condolences.
she just passed away. So, you know, it hurt, because that was the only person that was really true to me. Well, Lisa's true to me now out of all the rest of them. And, if they listening, I'm just speaking true facts. I had people cheat on me, steal from me, lied to me, went to men on me, talking to men on the internet, and I was the person they was talking to. I just created a different profile, and I'm at work
Right.
watching you show titties to a man that you thought you was talking to, and they
Right.
know who they are. I've been through all of that. The exception of this one person before Lisa, she was the only one, and my thought process wasn't allowing me to let her hurt because her and her mama was always close. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I would never come between those type of things. I said we can be main friends. I would move my
Right.
stuff out. I still got my place, you know. And that was shoot, Brittany. I want to say Brittany was in first or second grade at the time.
Right.
And,
That's
and
way back.
yeah, she was in first or second grade, and her daughter was in kindergarten. And so since then till year and a half, we had always remained friends. We would call or text and see how each other doing.
Right.
Her mama, she went back to men and try to do the right thing with the church, and but I can't knock what people do these days, but I'm not gonna put myself in a situation, causing family issues. So
Right. I no, I have not ever not had any of those issues you talking about. What I mean is the first broad I was with, that was the down undercover bisexual, but that bitch had a lot of shit going on with her else that I didn't know. Because once they start introducing you to their friends and shit, if the bitch wants you, she gonna do what she got to do to get you.
mm-hmm.
And one of her friends was like, you fucking fuck with nose candy too. I went, what you talking about? I was still like, that girl was a big cokehead. I was like, well, goddamn.
Wow.
Right. But the fucking wild part was the motherfucker was younger than me. And she had issues, but I knew she was cheating. I really didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Long as you know where the fuck home was at.
Right.
I'm not one of those handcuff type motherfuckers like that.
Right.
I feel like, motherfucker, long as you don't burn me, bring no evidence, and bring your bitch ass home, I'm not really caring about all that.
See, what you just said, right, remind me of one of mine too. You just said exactly what I wasn't going through. My thing was when they was doing exactly what you just said to me,
Uh-huh.
I knew when my lease was up.
Right.
So I played possum. I played okay, but I knew what you was doing. I knew you was cheating.
Right. Well, I couldn't talk because I was too.
See, I wasn't a cheater. That's the thing.
I couldn't talk. What
See,
that look like? I got a whole another broad and you know about it. I might not bring her in your face or whatnot, but you know about the bitch. Look, I have a picture. I'm gonna do it live and I'm gonna show it one day. And I'm gonna tell you, when you come in there, if you come in there live, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I was moving. Like one day I get up, I go by one broad.
mm-hmm.
I chill with her, and be like, okay, you gotta go to work. I even drop the motherfucker off at work. And then I'm going to the next bitch house. I'll see you on your day in a few days.
Okay.
And that's what I was telling Keisha. You know, I don't think I've ever really been in a monogamous. This is the longest monogamous relationship I've ever been in, because I used to date people and we used to share. I'm not saying our toys, but we knew we was with other people.
Right.
And one day it was my grandma's birthday party. It was out there. Now see, I would take the kids, but I wouldn't take their moles.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my grandma's birthday party. And I showed up with they children. And my cousin was like, that's your brother? No, that ain't my brother, that's Josh. And no, that ain't my sister, that's Braille. And it was like, huh? Well, how you get these children then? And I was like, well, I fuck with their mama. But they don't have the same mama. Yeah.
Wow.
Right. And my people would be looking at me like, bitch, you're doing too much.
I'm about to say that. That's doing too much, boy. That's too much work.
Well, they used to live nearby. So, like my grandma party was for about 4 o'clock in the evening. So I went by one girl. I told her I was coming get the boy because my family knew the kids, but they didn't know that they were from different women. They knew the kids. They just didn't know that they were from different women. And when they were together, and one of my nose ass cousins asked that, they was like, wait, they don't have the same mama? Then you know when they got two kids and somebody got them, okay, well if they don't have the same mama, you fucking with their daddy? No, 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 no. That's not what it is.
See, mm-mm. See
Cause
what you're
what I
saying.
would do, I
What you
would go to my hothead bitch house first,
mm-hmm.
and then I would go to the more cooler house second. So like this, they both knew each other. They knew each other, and they knew that they were sharing.
Right.
And they always had beef. And I used to tell them, look, we was all friends before all this started. Y'all
Yeah.
don't have to have this beef like this. I asked you, was we exclusive? You told me no. This bitch accepted that we wasn't exclusive. So what's the problem?
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy because you know why? I was doing that when I was living a single life. When I was living a single life, shit.
Uh-huh.
I was whoo. Like I said, I was in 7 relationships. Now when I
Uh-huh.
was single, that was off the chain. That was the younger me, you know what I'm saying? Just running
Right.
streets, people going in and out. But 9 times out of 10, half of them never came to my house. I went to their house or I got a hotel.
Oh no,
So
they didn't come to my house. I'm not gonna say they didn't know where I live,
mhm.
but they didn't come to my house. One of them couldn't because she had a whole woman.
She doing the
So
same thing.
right, we sharing. So in the other one, we just always was good friends, so to speak, with
Mhm.
benefits.
See, that's what I had a lot of them.
Right.
Shoot.
And
And don't ever date a dancer or stripper.
been there.
I done that. No more. Mm-mm.
It was all right,
It was all right in the beginning, but it was just too much.
probably. I used to go the broad that I was with, uh she used to live that life.
Mm-hmm.
Uh but after she had a baby, she never could get rid of the weight, so she wasn't a stripper no more.
She's like, oh, stripping down.
But a lot of her friends were, and we still used to associate with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one night I was she was like, let's go by my partner. And them bitches was like, she was like, would you be interested in a threesome? I went, huh? And at first I started to say yeah. Till I went to the nightclub. I said, let me think about it. And a couple of nights later, we went to the club she was stripping at.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched her stripping all that shit. And I saw how it was going. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm good. Because, yeah, I know that stripping is a part of a lifestyle and things like that. But shit, the stripping they was doing at that club was borderline porn. Like, I had never been to no strip club where a motherfucker could put their fingers in you and shit.
See.
And I was like, you know what? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good on the threesome thing, but I'll watch y'all do what y'all want to do.
Now let me ask you this. I know I'm much older than you. I don't
Mhm.
think I don't think I'm that far. How if you don't mind, how old are you?
I was born in the 70s,
So you about my sister.
76.
So you about My sister.
I'm not that far from 50.
Okay. So I don't know, but me personally, I can't remember, and I it boggles my mind because I be trying to remember how did I get rid of half of them damn girls back then? Like, how did I escape from them? Like, not the relationship ones that I was in a relationship, but the ones like the stripper that I was with for a couple of weeks.
You just ghost them. You just ghost them.
I like, I met someone in the mall. I ain't like what I saw. I don't remember how I got out of it. They always had my phone number, but
You
I
just
got.
stop calling them when they get the picture. Matter of fact, you know what? I messed with another girl. Uh, we never had sex though, thank you, Jesus. But I couldn't stomach her to get to the point of having sex with her. But she was bisexual too. And how I know is, they always have that telltale sign. Like you might she be on the phone with her, but you hear a man and it's an unfamiliar man voice. And like, I ain't never heard that voice in your house and he talking to you.
Right.
You know, but the picture she sent me, oh my God, that bitch was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I don't know why these big girls, just because I'm big, I don't necessarily want all the big girls. But I was like, you know what,
Shit,
she
I was going
okay.
after the big girls, and
You always went after the girl.
I always went to
I like
big
them.
girls.
I like them big too. I like them thick.
Cause I dated this. No, no, I didn't date it. It just was one of them friends with benefit things.
Uh-huh.
The bones hurt, man. The bones hurt.
Oh, I know. I found that out with another bisexual. That's why I had the friends and it was always willing to give me ass, but I don't care for the bisexuals because bitch ain't no fucking way I'm gonna be doing what I have to do, so to speak. And it ain't my fault he won't eat you. Don't come over here because I don't want to suck no dick.
Right? That thought process.
Right.
That thought process would throw. I mean, if you, oh my gosh, if you know for a fact your thought process ain't gonna let you do it.
Right. Unless you're another bisexual woman.
There you go.
But as I was saying about the girl, she sent me a glamour shot. Bitch was pretty. But I realized it was a glamour shot when I met her. And I was like, when I pulled up to her house, I brought my friend with me because my friend knew her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, oh, you know her? She was like, yeah, I know her. I said, you want to come with me, go ride by our house? Now, this girl lived the good ways. When I say a good ways, look, in New Orleans, we are either catching a bus, riding bikes, or walking. That's how we meeting people in New Orleans, okay? But where this girl lived was no bus. I damn sure wasn't going to be able to ride no bike over there. Like, she lived, like, in the outskirts of New Orleans. So I went out there, I met the girl, and when she came outside, I looked at her, I was like, now, bitch, it took me over a half hour to get to your fucking house. What the fuck was you doing while you was waiting on me to get my ass here? But what up, Leilani? But I was like, this can't possibly be the woman on this picture. And my
Right.
friend, and I think that's why my friend wanted to go with me, because like I said, she knew the girl. So when I showed her the picture, she was like, I'll go with you. I should have knew something was up then.
Right.
And when I met the girl, I just was like, this ain't the bitch in this picture.
So,
And my friend was like, that's her. So when I saw her, as she walking out our house and walking toward us, and I'm like, That's not her. My friend was like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And what the only reason I realized it was her because she started talking to me.
Wow.
And when she did that,
Thank you, Super Rainbow Queen. Appreciate that
that's how you
for
ghost.
her.
You ghost them. You just don't talk to them no more.
You know what was crazy is, like I said, I just don't remember. How did I get rid of them?
You ghost them.
Cause it's
That's
like,
how.
cause I'm like,
Cause
did I?
I remember I used to be on the party line, and they had regulars that I would normally talk to or whatever. But when you wanted to hook up on the party line, you get into a private chat.
Right.
I used to do that too. And they had this one girl I was always in a chat with, and I don't know. I ghosted her because we was talking for a while, and somebody told me the real. They was like, that girl, they had put on blast. They did, you know how on the party line you say your little message and it goes around.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody was like, this bitch on here talking about she 23. I went and met that fucking hoe, and her people told me she's 17, y'all. And I was
What?
like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
no private chats with that hoe no more, and you just ghost them.
Yep. That's how I met people on the party chat line on the phone, man. And I go to their house. I'm like, oh shit, I'm stuck. I need to get up out of here. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. And ironically, even though we had cell phones in that era, somewhat, it wasn't like today. So you couldn't really be like, hey, call me and say I need to come do something,
Right.
you know. And but no, you just ghost them.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
then,
call them.
back then, when I was in my younger days, you didn't have FaceTime or nothing. You had to literally
Right,
just. It was no way you could see their picture,
right.
which was
I'm
crazy.
telling you, I went to that girl house and I saw that girl. It was like, bitch, didn't you know I was coming? Then you know to put on that costume you had on when you took this picture. Because, man, for one, she didn't even fucking wash her face. For
Ooh.
two, her skin was real fucked up and dry. But you couldn't tell from that picture that her skin was fucked up. And she had a big scar across her face, but she hid it because that's not the size she showed to the picture.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, this mug was doing the most.
That's crazy. That's
And
crazy because I've been there. I've been there several times.
then I used to mess with this other girl. She was bisexual, and
There you go with them.
she was doing the most because she had her little shit together. I'm not even saying we were really dating. We already knew each other from. Matter of fact, she the bitch who lit the fire for real.
Oh Lord.
Because we used to hang with our friends, and that's how I met her. We used to hang with a bunch of dudes, and she would be there. But when I met her, even though we was around the same age,
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "Look, I was out of high school. That bitch was still in school.
Damn.
I don't know how many. I'm trying to remember how many years I was out of high school. Dude. It had to be when I met her. She was still in high school, but I was out of high school. I'm gonna say about maybe 3 or 4 years.
I think you
And,
be having similar stories that I have. Go ahead. That happened to me. I didn't know though.
and
I didn't.
out the group, I was the only one with a car.
Okay.
So we needed more supplies. So I'm like, come on, we'll go. So I bring them to the store. They in the store. I stayed in the car, and she stayed in the car too.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm already feeling good and shit, and I'm listening to fucking Tupac, and my eyes closed. I'm bumping my head. I'm just chilling. All of a sudden, the bitch licked on my ear.
Uh-uh.
Wait, what the fuck? I went off on her dude because that was disrespectful. Because,
Right.
like I said, at the time I was still dating dudes, and
Okay.
I want to say the dude I was dating, she met him already,
Mm-hmm.
so that was kind of disrespectful to me.
Right.
But she didn't give a fuck, and she had licked my ear and sucked on it. I was
Ooh.
like,
She was bold.
yeah, she was bold.
She wanted to get some.
Yes, yeah.
Like that moment was when she fucked up.
Right. But the thing about it was, she was living with my partner.
Ooh.
She wasn't, I can't necessarily say what the fuck they did when everybody was gone, but, and it was a dude. And I already ran into some shit with him.
Mm.
So, even, I was like, no, bro. Because she was messing with a girl, and it was an older girl, and they always stayed fussing. I was like, no, bitch, I don't want none of y'all problems.
I know that's
So
right.
I'm not about to fuck with you. You just being disrespectful. But later on, I went back and I got her. But I found that I can't say for sure, but I'm gonna say it because the truth ain't gonna never. They're not gonna ever tell me the truth. But I was talking to my partner, and he was telling me about when we had breakfast at her house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, bitch, I don't think me and you ever had breakfast at her house. So what the fuck you was doing over there? Oh, this, that, and the other. I was like, And that's what made me stop fucking with her. Well,
See.
really, she stopped fucking with me because I cussed her ass out good. And she said, if you cuss me one more time, don't fucking call me again. I said, is that easy? And I cussed her ass
Oh, that's right. That was your outro. Out of there.
right. I saw that bitch on the bus some years later, and I was with my girlfriend. That bitch looked at me. She made sure she caught my attention first. Because at first, when I saw her, I was like, And I just, then something happened on the bus, it jostled the people. So, in doing that, she caught my attention, and I looked at her, and that bitch rolled her eyes, turned her head up, and walked to the back of the bus even further. I said, bitch, you ain't have to do all that. You real salty for a bitch you ain't want to fuck with me.
See, that's
Right.
crazy.
But I've messed with partners that fucked me on opportunities and of dating people and all kind of shit. Because old girl wanted it for her, but I met the girl through my friend.
See,
And but they met through the party line. You know how you back then in the day, you meet somebody on the party line, you might end up at their house, but that don't y'all might even fuck, but that don't mean y'all got no shits going on.
and see that's the issue because once you do that to them, come on now.
But that's just it. The girl didn't like my friend. And she tried to get my friend to you know, send me her way. My friend left that girl house. She ain't never talk about that girl ever again. You know who snitched on her? Her girlfriend.
See,
After they broke up, cause
that's
she said, "I know you in." She was down here, and y'all ain't let me know. And so and so. say she told her to 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 let her get your number or whatever, but she just ghosted her. And I was
Yeah.
like, you my friend, and you knew this shit, you ain't tell me nothing. I saw that a girl again when I started dating Keisha, and no word of lie. We was uh we was about to go to Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
We was just standing outside waiting for the cross light, to cross the street. And this broad coming down the street, she just blowing her horn. And I was like,
Uh-oh.
right. And she pulled over and she blew her horn again. So I knew she had to be talking to me or Keisha because we looking and she doing like that. And when I went to the car, it was her. I went, oh, well, you kind of called me too late. I'm with somebody now.
See, that's crazy.
Right.
All right, guys, we gonna open up this let me
Let's see. You're gonna open it up for
questions.
right.
Let me post that real quick. You gotta take a 5-minute break. Go ahead and do so. Guys, take a
All
5 minute.
right.
Got them looking drained, now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name.
I got a feeling I can't ignore. Girl, I've never been known so sure. Needing you more and more. Gonna show you what I have in store. Tricks and games that I wanna play. Just tell me that you're on your way. That's the same way love is game. And I know you wanna play.
All right, all right.
I'm back.
We back. I'm trying to get this back on the headphones. I gotta figure this one out, so I ain't gotta keep going back and forth. All right. There you go.
I was reading the comments in our polls on my channel, and somebody said the bisexuals have y'all scared.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, let me clear this real quick. Anybody want to get on the panel? If you're not scared enough to get on the camera, you ain't got to get on camera. You can get on the panel and you can how you call it? Stop you. You can do it like this if you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have to put the picture on there.
You can just be like this if you don't want to show yourself. Yeah, avatar. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
So go ahead, post your questions. What you were saying about you can get the questions going.
It wasn't a question, it was a comment.
Okay.
The bisexuals have y'all scared.
Oh no, they don't have me scared.
They don't have me scared either, but like I said, I've never really been no handcuffing type motherfucker. And if you bisexual and you choose to step out and be with a man, I should at least be knowing that. And cause you can't dish it enough for my taste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
then here comes the dude with that, well, bitch, you sucking my dick when you eat her. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, all right, son, have a good night.
Have a good one. Be safe out there in them streets. You know, and then the sad part about it is my mind won't be right knowing what's going on down there. Really? If a bisexual woman come to me, my mindset thinking you bisexual, I got it. And you got penises going down there.
It ain't even the thing of the penises. Is you protecting us?
I still can't focus because all I'm gonna see is a penis. That's what I'm gonna see. You got that to worry about no more. So you know, I know
that's not your worry. that part ain't your worry. It's the other shit that can come up from it.
It's that penis. I'd be like, back away from the pussy. That'd be me. I could never do it. I couldn't do it.
And then, but I feel like if you bisexual, I ain't got nothing to offer you. Because that means you really like the feel of real penis.
Well, they got some you can spend hundreds of dollars on the ones.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
What that thing called realistic? Not realistic.
It's not even the thing about the feel.
Cyber skin.
You can't make them motherfuckers jump.
Oh yeah, I can.
Flex. Yeah, you can physically with your body, but I'm talking about as you know, the penis is a muscle, and just like the women have the Kegels and shit, they shit. Dick is different than dildo. Okay,
I was like, where's she going? Where's she going with this? Let's go. Nobody got no question.
Dildo. dildo, even if you get a soft one, it's still not going to do the things that a male penis can do. And if you like dick, what you with me for? You better teach that motherfucker to eat. Cause that's all you basically with me for. Fuck that feel of a woman shit. You with me because he cannot provide you what you looking for.
Basically. And see, bisexual women, they go back and forth. So I'm still stuck on the penises and the focus. That's not gonna work. I mean, I tried with one bisexual. I didn't know she was bisexual until she told me after we was together for a while by showing action. But say who? Wait a minute. Just Janelle said, say who? The dildo comes with no diseases and no conversation. Just Janelle say who? The dildo comes with no diseases and no conversations. Keisha said with the right nourishment.
What you mean the right nourishment? What the fuck that mean?
You gonna make me choke. Of being with a woman. See, I get what she's saying.
Right.
Woman, and then they be with a man.
Right.
I mean, I don't knock y'all. Y'all do y'all thing. We can be friends, but
right.
I can't do it. I can't.
I don't do it because I'm now in a bigger city, but in New Orleans, even if you don't know them, you know somebody who know them. And that's just too much of a circle. That's too small of a bowl. And
VSL said, have you seen the $700 dildos that come soft and hard?
I am not paying $700 for no dildo.
That bitch better impregnate.
I don't want to pay $150 for no dildo.
I mean, that shit better impregnate her ass. If that bitch gonna cost me $700. Keisha said, dicks are for the birds. A woman knows how to please her.
If I have to buy a $700 dildo, that bitch paying me the fucker. Because you're going to have to pay on the dick.
No, if that bitch costs $700, she better buy that shit. It's for her.
Right.
Hello?
Right.
I got to do all the goddamn work. Wow, Vicky.
Right. Right. No. $700. Fuck that. Fuck, that's 3 pair of Jordans.
Did you go with the shoe?
I'm a shoe hole.
She want the shoe. I know. Me too.
Look, I have more shoes than I can wear. Like, I have enough shoes to wear. Right now, I'm happy, but I always got to look at more shoes.
So, say for instance, right? Look right here. Look right here. Say for instance, Keisha say, look, I need that $700 dildo. Like, she don't care when you get it. She just need that one.
No, Keisha gonna buy that herself.
She might. Look, but we go half on a dildo.
No, we can't go half on the dildo. No, nah,
Man, you got me halfway.
Nah, I'm good. She good. Be happy with what you're served. You don't like what's being served up, you go buy you something else.
Right.
I don't, you do.
I'll be like, Christmas coming. You know, when they say,
No,
"What you want for Christmas?" I'll be like, "Well, I want that $700 dildo."
nah.
She said,
Chattable.
"Wait a minute, time out." She said, "Hold on, wait a minute." It jumped. She said, "Get one off of T-Move for 700." No way. That bitch.
Chattable.
Let me
You
find
need to
something
go
to
look
see.
at my Timu holes. I got one off of Timu and it was not worth it.
I saw that. I saw that
My
video.
water bottle was bigger than that motherfucker. I was like, I think my finger longer than that bitch. I'm like, Timu, no. Timu is not where you get the fucking dildo. Uh-uh. I know they got some people out there who happy with just a 5 or a 6. I don't know what they doing with that motherfucker. Like they must be rolling it on their neck and getting tickled or something. But Timu is not the place.
All right, Janelle said, DCML, did you not have lesbian friends because you're in long term relationships or they
No,
got dropped off along the way? Um, I have
no,
some.
yeah, yes. I'm gonna say not really because look, the lesbian me and Keisha used to hang tough with a lesbian couple. They were from New Orleans. They were living out here with us, and we lived in the same apartment complex. But they moved back home, and I met lesbians out here. God rest her soul, Trina K done dropped off. But to me, well, fuck it. The lesbians out here are not like the lesbians in New Orleans. Okay, so that part was the hard part about me having lesbian friends out here. And even though they have a lot, but they won't do shit that I know
Mhm.
my woman ain't about to be down for.
Shoot, I still got lesbian friends. Oh, we got lesbian friends.
Like my partner Trina K before she died, she was like, "Go ahead on, talk to your girl and see if she won't trade right quick." And I was like, "Trade? What you mean?" She said, "Cause my girl like you, so
Mm-mm.
uh, we could swap for a night or some shit."
Oh,
And I was
hell no.
like,
That's when I've been like this, ghosting them. The word you use, I'll be ghosting them.
I did. I ghost her, but that's not what made me ghost her. You know what made me ghost her? You know how your phone be in your pocket and it might call somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the last person that I had called was her. So my phone was in my pocket. I don't know how the hell it happened, and it called the last person I called. And we sitting outside, we chilling. You know, we on the porch drinking beers and whatever, whatever, chilling. And all of a sudden, I hear her ringtone. It
Mm.
was "Kiss Me Through the Phone." So I was like, she about to excuse herself or whatever, whatever. She picked up her phone and she knew who the ringtone was for, but she was shocked because it was calling her. So I'm like, okay, so this a bitch that she thought she had on the string and she got back with or whatever. And yo, that girl sat there and said, "Why is you calling me?" Dying laughing. And I was like, "Bitch, I'm not calling you. Why? We sitting right here. Why would I call you?" She said, "You calling me." So I went in my pocket and I looked
And the shit called.
and I was calling her. And that's what made me ghost her. You my stud partner. You not even look, like I say, I don't have nothing about nothing get studs or whatever. I'll date a stud or what I'll knock a stud down. But she wasn't my cup of tea.
Right.
Uh, she wasn't my cup of tea.
VSL say, do you feel comfortable wearing a third leg in public like some of the new studs?
That ain't new. That ain't new. When I was coming up, that they was doing that. That ain't new.
I was doing it. I was in a club like, oh,
Right. Oh, I ain't gonna be obvious like that. I
no,
had
no, I
the
was in the
soft
club
set.
doing that shit.
I didn't use that. I had the soft set. I ain't gonna be too obvious and
Oh
shit.
no, I had the right size. It was the size like a normal person, and it was for the club. But just to go out in public, to go places to the stores or just hanging out, nah, it was a club thing.
I could not believe my that you my partner and my ringtone for you is kissing me through the phone. No.
Mm-mm.
And like I said, she just wasn't my cup of tea on that.
She said, "Be
And
exclusive."
so I was like, that's when I ghosted. I ain't even ghosted when she was like, you want to trade? I ain't even ghosted for that. Cause I was like,
Shit,
bitch,
when
my
the
woman
word
ain't going
trade
for that
came out,
shit.
I would have to hurt. Ooh, that ain't even cool.
Well, you have to realize, let's see, when I met her, me and Keisha had been together about,
Wait a minute, Keisha said something. She said you wore that ish out in the clubs.
well, yeah, not doing all that, but let's just put it this way. Even when I used to go out with her, she used to bring me out with her because I was a bitch magnet.
Mm.
And the cause I was just this little cute motherfucker with the ball, with the fade and the waves and all the girls. That's like we went to a birthday party for her at an after hour spot, and the fucking waitress was into me hard, and I was like, girl, if you don't get out my face, you done just sat up here and told me uh you got two or three kids and one of your baby daddies. I was like, one of your baby daddies. I'm like, you doing too much for me, baby. I can't do that.
Right.
And she was like, that girl wants you. I say, just because a motherfucker wants you don't mean you gotta take him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she used to hang with me. It was like, look, I was 5 feet. Trina was almost 6 feet tall. Trina was a big broad. And I don't know. I think she was really more confused than a little bit. But cause some of the her style was just hmm,
A lot going on.
right.
A lot
And
going on.
cause like you say you the man, you living the man life. Why you still wearing women watches? And it ain't even the thing of a woman watch. If it fits your arm, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But she was wearing them little skinny women watches that connect with the little buckles and chains and shit like that. And I'm like, dog, that's a little too feminine if you a stud, because they're not like we was.
Shit. Well, you know what? That's called soft stud. Then she might have been a soft stud.
No, she wasn't no soft stud. She maybe.
Yeah, because if she wearing those type of things,
Well,
those
you
are
have to realize Trina was older. Let's see. I want to say Trina was even older than you. If Trina was to be alive right now, Trina would be about, mm, I want to say about 65, 70. So
mm,
she was older. So, because when she died, she was 56 plus. Yeah, she would have been in her 70s. So, yeah, you know, uh, but no, you're right. I'm gonna have to say you're right because but even then the age different in the generation, older studs,
mhm.
but no, we was partying. You shouldn't have had that on. It's not like we was going whatever, but she was from an older generation.
Right.
Like she was even older than you, and they the studs in that generation, they really only really studied out when they was having parties with their other, gay friends.
Right.
Um, do you have a type?
Yeah. Do you have a type?
Yeah, everybody have a type. I ain't gonna say, come on now. Everybody got a type. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna say uh physically, mentally, emotionally. Yeah, everybody got a type.
Yep. So what's your type?
I like them thick. Uh the one skinny girl I ever was with was the last one. Um,
We talked about that one.
right. The one skinny. She and I think we only had sex one time.
Them bones hurt.
Yeah, them bones hurt. Um, I like I said, I like them thick. Some nice legs do. Some nice breasts, a nice ass. I like it all. uh, breasts, legs, and thighs. Yes, all are nice. And I'm gonna say no. I can't really say no weight because I've seen some big broads who shape well with their weight. But really, to tell you the truth, is I do have a look that I like,
Mm-hmm.
but it depends. What's really the thing about it? I like good conversation,
Right.
and if you can't hold no conversation, or every 5 minutes you're like, huh? What you mean? Or what's that? That ain't me.
Yeah, that's me. I like thick women, light skinned women. I tried a couple dark women, but it's just that's my preference. As
I
long
don't think all my women have been dark except for the bony bitch.
all right, VSL say, would you do poly if your wives agreed to it? Would your dynamic be like, especially hold up, what would your dynamic be like, especially after being in a long term relationship?
Look here,
Uh-oh.
my woman ain't gonna never go for poly. She's not gonna ever go for it. But if she did, wow.
Bae,
Yeah.
would you go for poly like now? It's a question.
Okay.
You see,
It's a yes or no. No,
It's
no.
not an easy question to answer because on my own, no. However, comma, if there were a situation where we where I wanted to make you happy, but I no longer had I was no longer sexual, but I didn't want to give up my wife. And if you agreed to it, and if all you wanted was sex with somebody, then maybe. On my own, no, because I ain't got time to sit up there and argue with nobody at my house about who being jealous about my wife. So the fuck. But
That's
on my
the
own, no, not with my wife. Now, would I do it?
like Lonnie said, Lisa gonna poly upside your head.
If there came a time where I could not fulfill you sexually, and that is the only thing that you needed, everything else was fine, then maybe we would discuss it, and I might be like, okay.
Hold up,
On my own, no.
Keisha said maybe if that was the case, but I still don't know.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it now. Don't get it twisted. I want to just scream no, but I love my wife, and if the only thing my wife needed was sex, and I know I'm not giving her that, then if there was somebody else in the relationship, and we could be best friends and lipstick lesbians together, and y'all could pub uglies, and I wasn't mad about it.
See, cause I be messing around, fucking around, came home one day, and y'all be here getting it in, and I be forgot to shot everybody and be in jail.
Bye, babe. You're done.
We done went to prison because I forgot that I said okay to this shit. So, yeah. So it's a maybe. It's a maybe.
Yes.
It's a maybe slanted to no.
A lipstick.
They say, what if it was a pretty girl, a lipstick?
A lipstick lesbian is the girly girl.
How they look. It's got to be how we deal with each other. Somebody got to know that there's no that the hierarchy is me. They got to understand that you come into this situation and there is no we together. No, bitch, you fucking my wife. Hold on. I think the answer probably no, because I feel like I let you have somebody.
Just say no. Leave it alone, baby. Leave it alone.
I might let you have somebody you have sex with every now and again, but somebody living in the house and we're in a throuple, absolutely.
See, but you would agree to it. Y'all would have to set your own terms and rules,
boundaries.
Yeah, yes, y'all have to set your own boundaries. But
boundaries don't mean shit when coochies and hearts get involved. Boundaries don't mean shit.
That's right, because that's why when the Barney girl was like, "Fuck you," I was kind of happy, because the day that I was cussing her out and she got mad, it was because, like I told her, look, stop calling me right now. I'm on the phone with my girlfriend, and you know that I had a girlfriend when I started fucking with you.
Right.
I said, we trying to deal with something right now, and you calling me and this phone fucking constantly beeping is a problem. So won't you just fucking sit down and chill? Now, before, she was like, I could handle it, but she couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I knew, even though she was trying to play like she wasn't feeling me, she felt me.
You about to make me spit my juice out. Country girl said, I'm younger. In my younger days, I wanted to be in a poly relationship. Now, not now though. But I'm laughing at Keisha, what Keisha said. Keisha said, I'm cutting bitches like you get cut and she get a cut. You stupid. Hold up. Like Lonnie said, Lisa getting jealous. Just imagining Duck DC Duck. Hold on, let's see. Just Janelle say, and any suggestions for by curious audience on how approach the lifestyle?
Oh, well, if you're bi curious, you need to find somebody else. See if you can find somebody else's who bi
curious. Yep.
And if not, then you're gonna have to be. If you ever go to the gay club, you're gonna have to let them know you're bi curious, and that'll make it easier for you. Mm-hmm. You might get a few no's, but you also gonna get, since you're at the bar and you're drinking, you're gonna get some yeses too.
Yeah, because everybody.
But are you looking for a relationship?
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
Yeah, bi curious, that's a lot too. That's a lot. Because you bi curious, so in the meantime, you still with guys.
Right.
So that plays a lot of factor. Yeah, so
right. But you gotta know what you're looking for and what you won't do. Because you can always find somebody to knock you down. But you gotta be like, you ain't looking for no relationship.
That's when you find a friend with benefits and just see if you like what you like. And then you can choose where you want to go. Not necessarily. You could just be exploring another avenue. Hold up. What would you, wait a minute. Hold on. I skipped. I ain't even see that. That jumped over. What would you do if you came home and your wife turned masculine? If Lisa turned masculine,
I don't have that problem. My woman wear jeans, but she don't like to. So
No,
I'm
see,
good
no,
on
no,
that.
she can wear jeans and all that, but you talking about
No,
like,
no. When I say she wears them, but she don't like them. So I'm good on that.
see,
She
Lisa,
don't like pants like that either. And when she wear pants, she want them to be tight and shiny. So I don't have no. She's not about to turn into no boy. So I'm good.
so what if she do turn into a boy? That's what she's trying to say.
It don't matter. It don't make me none. She's still who she is.
Okay. Well, Lisa ain't coming in like that.
Like what?
You ain't coming here masculine. I come home and you sitting up there with some boxes and a hat.
I've never. That's not my aesthetic.
Yes, I
No.
do.
I'm not. I don't. You know, I'm very feminine. I'm.
Yeah, I can't even see her doing that. That'd be weird. Unless she just playing. I don't even see her playing.
You know, you might come home one day and I'm sitting up in the bed.
Y'all can't see how she.
I wouldn't feel right though.
That's not even Lisa. I can't even see that one.
Turn masculine. Wow, that is funny.
She coming at you with the strap on.
That
Man, ain't got no stroke.
no. But that'll get rid of a lot of junk in my house. These fucking wigs, these fucking eyelashes, them fucking makeup boxes. That take up a lot of space, y'all. Y'all just don't know. So,
Hold on, wait a minute. What Leilani
So-
just say? Leilani said, did she come home and Lisa shaved her hair off and got on my clothes? That ain't even Lisa.
That's crazy.
right.
That
She
ain't
might
even
come
her.
home and I'm bald headed, but that's just.
She'll cut her hair short,
That's
but
another
nah,
thing.
that's not her.
Yeah, we could get rid of all that junk. That's good.
Keisha say no.
Fuck.
The mail said she making some space. Come on home like that.
Right. You only need one person. Hey, do you even want a person now? Or you gonna transfer to a man bag type thing? We can get rid of all that. The lipstick, the shoes. We can get rid of all that. We can do that. Fuck.
She said she about to clean house.
Hell yeah. Look, if she should put all her wigs on this table and we did you wouldn't even be able to see us. If we just stacked her wigs on the table in front of us, you wouldn't even be able to see us.
They be all the way over here.
Right. Right.
She got a wig closet. She gotta have one of them closets.
She do want one. We got the closet, but I'm blocking it by putting my shit in front of it. So
You gang banging on the closet space.
that's where my shoes at.
She said, "Don't do my sis Keish like that. I'm on the floor."
I'm just saying.
Oh damn!
Got the perfect space. That's where my shoes at.
Don't do it like that.
And yes, she has just that many fucking wigs. I'm to the point I be like, you don't want to, you know, they got them cancer patients who can
See?
use a good wig. She be like, I'll donate one, but it ain't gonna be these ones you won't donate.
Yeah, Keisha, you better do it yourself.
Right.
You gonna come home one day. Damn.
Cause she.
Y'all ain't got no more questions? I'm gonna close it out. Y'all ain't got no more questions. We gonna go now. She wanna get rid of my holiday heart wigs. And you got holiday wigs too?
Yeah, she got a you know when she running holiday, I got the bike. Holiday. She got a wig like that. We be up in here cracking up. Everybody past that run around and do that one. Holiday, I got the bike. Holiday.
Mm-mm. That's funny. That's funny. All right,
That's
guys. We
wait,
gonna.
hold up before you close out.
Oh.
You know what I've been seeing a lot around here lately,
Mm,
and that's why I always tell people, uh, you know how there's always a dominant and a masculine,
mhm.
mostly in any gay relationship.
Right.
Uh, lately around here, I've been seeing two masculine dudes together, and I be having to do a double look because I'm like, did I see them together? And you know, you be questioning, well, maybe they're friends, but then you hear that bay, and you be like,
Oh.
wow. So the thing about it is, everybody always putting labels, uh,
Mhm.
but you are who you are.
Basically.
You know, people put labels in, but they're not necessarily needed. But but if you buy curious, you're gonna have to let them know what the deal is,
Yep. Because if you don't, you're gonna regret it.
because that's how I was when I was with the first girl I was with. Like I said, I still had a boyfriend. Actually I was with this man when I started fucking with her. So you gonna fucking leave shit somewhere, but you gotta let him know. Well, he didn't know, but 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 you gotta let your intentions be known from the start.
Yeah, you can't just go willy nilly on with somebody that's really 100% who they are, and then you come around not telling your truth.
Right, right.
Things can get
You
hectic.
you have to do your truth.
Even for the bi curious, not the bi curious, the bisexual ones too.
Right. Because I was curious. Uh I'm saying that I was with a dude, but we wasn't having sex. So was I really with him?
Kinda, sorta, in
Right,
between.
right.
It
We
wasn't
were
no. It sounded like it wasn't no 100%, but it was kind of
I'm
sorta
not
like.
saying we didn't have sex before, but we were like I'm gonna say at no, I can't even say friends with benefits because when he got paid, I got paid. So that's why I was kind of crazy. I started fucking with that heifer.
Mm.
But that's a whole another story. Wait, what?
Deborah said, "Does just wondering does Stud take care of bills? It depends on the household.
Right. It depends on the household.
Everything ain't got to be 50-50. Depends.
Right. It depends on the household.
Like for instance, like I'll pay the rent. Lisa might pay the cable, the phone bill, something like that.
Right. It depends on every household. It's no different than any other household. It,
Hmm.
it, it depends. It depends on the household because
You might got one of them good jobs, and you're like, okay, you can keep yours.
right,
This can pay the whole thing, and I still have a lot left.
right,
It depends on your financial situation, and you don't want to move in with somebody, and then you living beyond over your means, and then you trying to figure out how you gonna pay your bills.
right. It depends on your household.
So, Mel, do you want to do this again? We don't have to do it every week, but we can do it like maybe once a month, twice a month.
We could.
We can do it twice a month or once a month. Take a pick. I'm available.
Right.
All right, this is the last question. Just
Hold
the
up, man.
last. When you're exploring as a bisexual, doesn't it mean you're sleeping with a man and a woman you might be particular season in your life?
Yes, you might be in your particular season.
Hmm.
Everybody go through their seasons and whatever. But like I said, when I was with that man, I'm not gonna say we didn't have sex, but we only had sex maybe once or twice. And I had been with him for a while. You know, I broke up with him in September, and when I was with him, it was cold. It was like the winter months. So I had been with him a while. I had been with him through the whole summer. But fuck, his sister was trying to fuck me. So
Not the sister.
yeah.
She was trying to keep it in the family. She was trying to keep it in the family.
She was bisexual though, but they had too many extracurricular activities for me to be like, "You gonna be the one, bitch."
Oh shit.
And then she was too skinny for me. I do have a type, and she was too skinny. Like I knew if I did anything with that woman, I was gonna feel all kind of bones.
No, them bones hurt.
Right.
Shit.
I was gonna be feeling face bones. You know, all this. I don't want to feel all them bones like that. So I was like, bitch, don't you live with your baby daddy? Leave me the fuck alone.
Basically.
Right.
That's crazy.
We could do this again. Would y'all be interested in us doing this again?
I had a good time. This was fun.
Maybe that should have been the question we asked.
Yeah.
Oh, they only got 13 people, so no, you saying that, but his sister, women have always came on to me. It's like I smell dyke, but I didn't know.
See, I never was approached. I just be in a club and then they slip me their number and it take me about 2-3 weeks and I call and see what's it about.
Fuck
By then
no.
I forgot they gave me the number. Who was this?
You ever been to Mardi Gras?
Me personally, I have never been to New Orleans Mardi Gras, but I've been to when I was in Lafayette out there when I was, staying the summer down Louisiana.
Well, no. We free in New Orleans than in Lafayette. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? Me and Lisa was talking about that going next year.
Y'all too old. Just leave that alone. That's for them youngsters.
Yeah, but see, I want to go, but I want to rent an RV, something that I can just, drive down and park.
I'm telling you, Mardi Gras is for them youngsters. Like our season for Mardi Gras is gone. Okay. Because this is why I'm saying that. When matter of fact, the first year I got with Keisha, I took the boys to Mardi Gras and whatever.
Right.
Because my mama lived on the parade route. And there's too much libations flowing. And when people get drunk, they get free. And I would have more women hitting on me than a little bit. And by then I was really stud down then. So they knew what time of day it was, but that starts a whole bunch of other shit. And like I told Keisha, Mardi Gras and show me your titties. No. You might want to see that, but
yeah, we actually gonna go because I want to do some footage. I want to get videos and stuff because I want to do more traveling and cruise.
Me too.
And stuff like that.
Next year, Mardi Gras is March the 3rd or the 4th. So you got time to get ready.
Yeah, we gonna plan it. Maybe we can hook up down there or something. But
somebody wanted us to go down there for Mardi Gras for I don't even remember, but I was like, I hate Mardi Gras, y'all. I'm from New Orleans. I hate Mardi Gras. It fucks up the traffic. They got all them people in the city. Everything be fucking closed off. I hate Mardi Gras. And it be closed off for hours before the parade and hours after. There's no moving room because they shut down the whole parade route. And I hate Mardi Gras.
So do they have hotels like on the strip?
The Sheridan is on Canal Street.
Is that the route?
The Marriott, yeah. It depends on what parade you want to go to or whatever day it is.
Yeah, because
But
that's my ideal thing is trying to get a hotel that's actually on the route. So like we can even look from the window.
you can get Airbnbs.
Okay.
And then there's don't get no room on Bourbon because you just see the Bourbon crowd and that's not the real whatever. The route it like I said, for one, depends on what day you're gonna go.
Mhm.
But if you on St. Charles from Jackson's to Canal Street, they run all day
Okay.
on Mardi Gras.
Well, you know what?
And
I get that information. I hit y'all on the DM and the
all right,
IG because I want to close this out.
all right.
And I thank everybody for coming in. I appreciate Mel doing this live studs view. I appreciate that. We're gonna do this again in the comments down below on both channels. Let us know how y'all felt about the whole thing. And if you like us to do it again and again, we figured out how we would do it. Like we can do it at every beginning of the month or twice a month, however. And it's gonna be based on studs stories and all of that stuff because we got a lot to talk about. It's never a dull moment when you become a stud. Trust
All
me.
right,
The shit you done seen, the shit you done been through. I'm
right,
telling you, it's crazy. It's a crazy world. Up until you get older and things start slowing down and mellowing out. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
make sure y'all hit that like button, share, subscribe. Anything you want to close out with before I shut it down?
No, I just want to tell them have a good one.
You said that real quick. y'all have
Yeah,
a y'all
have a good one.
have a good one, and we will talk to y'all later.
I got a feeling I can't ignore. Girl, I've never been no so sure.